Hi and welcome to The Winning Factor. I'm Alan Aitken, and on this show each week I take a look at some upcoming races in Hong Kong and we try to isolate an angle to the race we might look back on later as having been the path to finding the winner. Well, a big day on Sunday, FWD Champions Day at Sha Tin. Alas, no international competition this year, but we still have 3 Group 1 races and all the best of the local runners, and all over the Hong Kong Jockey Club website you'll find information, interviews, videos, all you need to get all the information to back a winner in the big races on Sunday. I'm going to look at a couple of the support races, however, and the first I'm going to look at is race 3, where our winning factor is the winner up in class. And I think punters in this race will edge towards a handful of runners, the main ones being Charity Grace, Zac Purton's ride Leading Fortune, already a 3-time winner this season, and the horse that beat him last start, Precise Express, and also down in the weights, My Ecstatic from the Frankie Law stable. But the 3 I really want to concentrate on here are Precise Express, Leading Fortune and My Ecstatic. So first of all, let's take a look at My Ecstatic, and he broke through for what was probably an overdue win in Class 4. And this is race 537, and My Ecstatic steps out over 1400 metres here. He's drawn low with green and white colours, and jockey Derek Leung lets him slide through in what is a decent but not demanding pace to hold the front. And once there, you see on the heat map, he maintains a good even gallop, going neither too fast nor too slow. And that does leave My Ecstatic with something to give in the straight. And when he finally is properly squeezed at the 200 metres, My Ecstatic responds and bursts away to win easily, recording a very sharp final 400 metres. Now, as I said, that was 1400 metres. He has his distance stretched here to 1600 metres, which I guess is something of a query. It's not a query, however, with his main rivals, who are well practised at this distance, and they met in a recent race won by Precise Express. And this is race 550, Precise Express in red and dark blue colours, gate 8, and he goes immediately back towards the rear early, while Leading Fortune in gate 2 in green colours. As usual, he lacks any brilliance early, but Zac Purton does use what pace he has to hold a midfield position with the gelding in a pace that is also very much neither too fast nor too slow, very much genuine. Now at the 700 metres though, you see Derek Leung on Precise Express gambles, coming out 3 wide and getting his mount into the race, something which has been a bit of a problem with Precise Express in Hong Kong. And it's a gamble that pays, because although he doesn't quicken in the straight, he does maintain that gallop after stealing a march on Leading Fortune, and that does prove the winning difference on the line. So it was a race where Leung was able to offset the limited capabilities tactically of Precise Express with a bold move, while Zac Purton also had a horse with limited tactical abilities in Leading Fortune, but wasn't able to do much about it on the inside there. So let's look at how Sunday's race shapes up for these horses. And this time I don't expect My Ecstatic to lead. Super winner, almost a guaranteed leader whenever you see him in a race, and he will set a decent pace here all by himself without any challenges. My Ecstatic from the inside draw, I think, just gets in his slipstream and follows the leader, with Golden Link outside him looking the other nearest in pursuit. And I expect we'll see Leading Fortune once again in his usual midfield place, and Precise Express once again forced to drift back to the rear from a draw towards the outside. And I think that map looks pretty kind to My Ecstatic, but now we're going to take a little diversion to the factor that I think really stands him in good stead, My Ecstatic. And this is winners up in class. Now this is one of our regular winning factors on the show, and it's enjoying a bumper season in 2021-22. And here I've looked specifically at individual trainers in the current season. we see on this list the trainers who are showing results ahead of the market expectations. They're ranked by strike rates and some very big win percentages here. But right up the top on all metrics is Frankie Law, who is shooting the lights out with these horses this season. More winners, a better strike rate, and well ahead of the market. So my tip in race 3, My Ecstatic. His winning factor, the winner up in class. Now he still has to run out 1600 metres. That's obviously a question to be answered. But I think he gets a great map here, and we're just seeing on those statistics what a great season Frankie Law is having with these winners going up in class, and I think this guy can add to that record. Now the other race I want to take a look at is the last race on the card, race 11 on Sunday, and our winning factor here, the weights. And this is a pretty good class too. There'll certainly be fans for Duke Y, a very genuine racehorse who rarely runs a bad race. For the two horses at the bottom of the weights coming off a clash in class 3, Rock Your Heart and King Land. But I think the main focus is going to be around 3 horses in particular. The star 3-year-old Cordyceps 6 and 2 very talented 4-year-olds, Blaze Warrior and Lucky With You. Now first we're going to take a look at Cordyceps 6. Now this guy is a 3-year-old, remember that. We don't have specific races for 3-year-olds in Hong Kong, so they're thrown in with the older population, and this guy has fought his way up to quite an elevated position, and I think he's going to be one of our star sprinters in Hong Kong next season in the Group 1 races. But for now he's in Class 2, and this was his first test at 1200 metres, his first test around a circle, and he passed both with flying colours. And this is race 462. He's in gate 10, red and green colours, and Blake Shin is in no hurry early with this horse, with quite a solid initial speed up front, and he settles in the back half of the field, getting into 2 wide in a terrific ride here. And Sunday's rival Blaze Warrior, he's at the rear in light green colours. Now mid-race we see the lead pace comes off. Shin is able to creep through a length or 2 closer, and then just keeps a hold on Cordyceps 6 and even keeps him covered up really until the 200 metres, and then asks him for his full effort, and he really lets down, really accelerates to shoot away and win with some authority. And we see Blaze Warrior there late, flashing up to finish in 2nd placing. Now that was a brilliant win from a brilliant young horse, and I think, as I said, he's going to be a star next season. He is, however, for a 3-year-old, getting up to a tough mark of 97 here, where he's carrying a little bit of weight in Class 2, so that's working against him. And he has some pretty decent opposition here, and we're going to look now at the race subsequently won by the runner-up there, Blaze Warrior, with Lucky With You finishing in 8th position. And this is race 519. Once again, Blaze Warrior, those light green colours from gate 2, isn't the best away, and he gets back in the field as is his habit, while Lucky With You in dark blue and white has gate 12, and he presses forward with his speedy stablemate Harmony and Blessed, and they eventually look to have the lead positions, but it's a slight optical illusion on the side on, because Stoltz just behind them 2 wide in the white colours keeps poking up inside him just enough to keep Lucky With You 3 wide, and his run doesn't get any softer mid-race when the leader gets keen and the pace picks up, so that works all of the front horses. Now this is a great scenario for Blaze Warrior, and we'll see in the straight that all Joe Moreira has to do is find a way into the clear, and he swamps them with his usual big finish. Now I think we can agree Lucky With You had a bit too much to do there in the early and middle stages, so not unexpected that he wouldn't have a lot left at the finish. So it doesn't show him in a particularly good light, but if we want to see him in a better finish, let's go back to January, and this is in Class 3, where he carried 133 pounds, gave weight to the subsequent Derby winner, Romantic Warrior, and this is over 1,400 metres, and it's race 346, and Lucky With You, out well, settles just behind the leaders over the 1,400 metres here, and travels well throughout the race. Issues his challenge in the home straight, but getting up underneath him on the inside in the light blue, Romantic Warrior, and getting a few pounds in weight off Lucky With You on this occasion. He proves too strong, as you might expect now with the benefit of hindsight, but the run of the runner-up is certainly full of merit. He sticks to his guns very well with the big weight. And on Sunday he comes back to his pet distance, where he's won 3 out of 5 at 1,200 metres, and he drops to 113 pounds to carry in this race. So let's have a look and see how they shape up on the map. And he has most of them inside him covered for early pace this time, bar perhaps another stablemate, this time Metro Warrior, a 1,000 metre specialist, while Kingland on his outside also has good pace. Now, I think a key point to the map here is that having that speed in barriers 4, 6 and 7 will discourage horses drawn wider who do have some speed from getting too aggressive, as they'll get caught wide. But if they do happen to push on, a better draw this time means that Lucky With You could even take a sit behind the speed if the pace is too hot, an option he did not have in that video we saw last start. Blaze Warrior, he'll be in his usual place, back and inside and hostage to the pace, while Cordyceps 6 once again doesn't really have another option but to go back as he did last time. The pace looks at least average, but I think all the options this time are with Karis Teton on Lucky With You. So the tip in race 11 is Lucky With You. His winning factor, the weights. Sure, I think he gets a better map here as well, but I think we saw him in a good light there, giving weight to the subsequent Derby winner, Romantic Warrior, and finishing full of credit in second. Well, now he's the one down in the weights, getting a big weight pull off his major rivals, and I think that's a key edge. Well, that's it from the winning factor for this week. Enjoy Champions Day. It's going to be a big one, and we'll see you next time.